Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at this new RC truck from UDIRC. This is a RShark UD1611. Kind of a dirty review today. By that I mean it's kind of a bit informal, but I didn't have a lot of time and I wanted to get this truck reviewed today. So they sell this as a brushed version. That's what we're reviewing today. They have a brushless version. They also sell a brushless upgrade kit, which you can see right here, to easily upgrade this to brushless. But you can see it's got wheel-filled shocks, high torque steering servo, TPR compound tires, and sealed ball bearings and a metal gearbox. This thing is really fantastic from what I've seen from some other reviews and just looking at it briefly here today. Now, here is the body. It has this, I like this style they're going to now where you've got a front clip. It clips down into the front of the car and then this rear bracket snaps down. And there's no body pins or body clips to be bothered with, which is really, really nice. Here is the truck here. We'll take a real quick look at that in just a minute, but I want to show you just everything that comes with it. You get some decal sheets and a really nice thick instruction manual with a lot of kind of exploded view and all the different ways, you know, disassembling and assembling the truck. You got a bag of all kinds of spare parts. The different parts of the truck here, like the front A-arms, the four-way wheel wrench, some zip ties and all that and stuff in there. They give you a little silly little UDRC like flag if you want to bother with that. And they give you front and rear lights you can put onto it. I'm not going to mess with that today in the review. I'm going to hold on to those, but it's really simple. Obviously plug these in. You got rear tail lights and white front lights that go into the bumper, the front and rear bumpers on the car. And you got your lithium ion pack. This is a 2-cell, so it's a 2S lithium ion pack. And it is 1200 milliamp hour using a black style Dean's plug connector here, not red, usually red, and a USB charger. So let's take a look at the truck. Really sharp. I just like all the black components. There is you don't usually see a black colored little 390 brushed motor. Here's your receiver, and it looks like it's probably it's a receiver ESC combo, so it is one of the 2-in-1s. It says monoclonius or something is the name brand on here. And here's your other battery, so you get 2 of the batteries. It's not just a 1 battery version. And then you got these black wheel filled shocks. You can really it's going to make such a big difference in the stability and how it rides and lands and jumps and everything with oil-filled shocks. Nice compound plastics. There's nothing inside the tires, any foam or anything. So, but at this price point and this size, you know, this is a small RC 1/16 scale truck. You know, you don't expect a whole lot of that stuff. Here you can see in the front here where you'd put those white lights, and then I think the red lights will go here in the rear. It does have a wheelie bar with a wheel here, so we'll have to see if that's necessary. You got some dampening for collisions on the front and the rear. Pretty basic. Nice support down the middle. The chassis is, you know, it's plastic, but again, it's a nice compound plastic on all this stuff. So. And it looks like the dog bones, they are actually a compound material, I think. They are, unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're metal. Feeling them, it feels like plastic. So, yeah, a lot of plastic, but then again, that's not uncommon for something like this. But I know that this thing is really awesome. And this shouldn't be like something that's going to be super easy to break. The dog bones, ideally, I would like to see those being metal. But I do like the fact it's got full ball bearings. Sealed ball bearings, it says as well, so dirt and grime won't get in there, because you know the ball bearings over the time will tend to get grimed up if they're just open ball bearings. And then the body, which I'm not going to be able to put on a holding, but it's going to look really cool. I like the red accents inside the wheels. So I'm going to get this battery charged up and get this outside and probably drive around in my backyard with the ramp and see how this little guy bashes. So I'll be right back. All right, let's get this RShark out here and do a little backyard bashing here. This weeds and grass is cut really low, so it should be no problem for this little truck. And I have my little ramp out here, which is ideally, it's a perfect size for a little 1/16 scale truck like this, because the bigger vehicles it's a little bit too small for. A couple things I didn't mention in that quick overview is, one, obviously this is 4-wheel drive, and 2, you have your speed rates right here in this channel 4 switch. All the way to the left is 50%, middle is 75, and all the way to the right is 100%. I'll show you here. This is the slowest rate. We'll go to the middle. You see it here, it go up a little more, and then right a little bit more. I'm just gonna run it in the highest speed because I want to be able to go the fastest on this little brush truck. All right, let's see how this little truck does. Again, we're on the highest rate. And it's, oh, it does flip a little bit easier whenever I steer, but that's also because I got the steering radius. I believe the steering radius, let's check, is that all the way up? Yeah. So we could reduce that some, and then if you're a sharp steerer like myself, then it wouldn't flip as easily. I'm going only about half throttle right now. Let's see if we can hit that ramp. Oh, I missed it. I am not great at hitting these ramps, and even though this ramp is, you know, this truck's small and the ramp is also small, it is hard to hit it. It's hard to hit it. Whoa. I really need to invest in a larger ramp. This ramp is too small. And it's definitely would probably be ideal for someone who's just kind of getting into the hobby because of the oil-filled shocks and the you know, overall pretty good build quality. I love the all black interior, you know, underneath all the components are black. The whole truck looks great. But yeah, it's hard to hit that ramp. It is hard, hard, hard. I might need to go into the middle speed even though this is not fast. Whoa. And you're not gonna get a ton of air as well out here because I mean I can't get going super quick anyway. But I did want to kind of see how the ramp would do. One of these times I'll hit it good. Again, this is really low cut grass, but you know, this is still a relatively small truck as well. So it's going to still, you know, not be able to go at full speed. Let's go into the middle speed. See, and that's, you can tell it's definitely slower, and that would not be able to get much air in the ramp anyway, but let's just see. Oh, and here's the lowest speed. You can see that's just crawling. You wouldn't even be able to do much of the ramp in that speed. Ooh, I hit a little bit cockeyed there and it flipped over. What I might do is I'm going to move the ramp because I think if I go up here to where there's less vegetation, maybe I have a better chance of hitting it. So now here's what's great, it's just one-handed driving. So I'm going to put the ramp right in here. This is pretty bare ground there, and see if I can hit this ramp now. I don't know. Let's try it right from here. That wasn't too bad. Oh, that wasn't too bad, but I let off the throttle there as I went up. Yeah. It needed some area where it wasn't getting thrown off at the last second because of its small size. There we go. That was a perfect jump. That's all we needed. This would be great for a little backyard track because it's not huge. You can drive it in a smaller area. No, I have plenty of room back here. It's got decent power, and it's not hard to upgrade this to a brushless motor. Like so, they sell an upgrade kit. Now I can't tell you if that upgrade kit is available yet. It may be something you have to order directly from UDIRC. I'm going to look into it and see if I can find that upgrade. And if I can, I'll include a purchase link down in the video description along with this. Here's some one-handed driving. Well, that really turned great around the tree there. But yeah, that's what I would suggest doing, is going brushless upgrade from them, depending on the cost. Like I said, you know, if it's, you don't want to spend too much, because at that point, you know, then you're maybe spending as much as the truck itself costs. All right, guys, if you're interested in this, there'll be a purchase link to, I'm sure this is available on Amazon. UDIRC sent this out to me a few weeks ago. But I'll include the purchase links to this. You can check this out. I know it's really inexpensive. And it seems, I mean, it has oil-filled shocks. It's kind of a no-brainer. I think this is really great. And as I said, if I can find that brushless upgrade kit, if it's out there, because sometimes they advertise stuff like this and when they release it, but they don't have the upgrade stuff available yet. If I can find that, I'll include a purchase link to wherever that is available as well. All right, guys, if you're new to the channel and you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. While you're at it, click the bell, that way you're notified when I do upload new videos. And as always, guys, have a wonderful day.